Hello students, welcome back. This is the second portion of 100 dresses part 1. In my first video I have completed most of the part. Some portion is still remaining. I will continue and complete it in this video. Let's watch this video till the end. Let's start. Here Wanda Petronsky was asked the same question every time. And once again, it was a time to ask her the same question, how many dresses she had. Then there was a clear-cut answer given by Wanda Petronsky. She told that she had 100 dresses. Listening to this, all the people, all the girls became astonished and surprised. They could not believe that a girl like this could have 100 dresses. Then Peggy as well as all the other girls became very much surprised. Everybody was knowing that she was telling lies, but she was very much bold and she was not lagging behind. Then once again Peggy asked whether she had all silk dresses. Then this time also Wanda Petronsky told, yeah, all silk, all colors, not only silk but also all color varieties. Then Peggy once again asked whether she had velvet dress. Then once again she told that yes, she had velvet dress, 100 dresses. Wanda would repeat stolidly. Stolidly means not showing any feeling. All line up in my closet. Then they would let her go. After that, when discussion was over, then all the girls left the place as Wanda Petronsky also. And then before she had gone very far, they could not help bursting into shrieks and peals of laughter. And when Wanda Petronsky had gone from the place, that time all the girls started laughing, listening to her words. 100 dresses, obviously. A 100 dresses, the only dress Wanda had was the blue one she wore every day. So why did she say she had 100 dress? She should not have told this like that she had 100 dresses. Because she is coming to school wearing the same blue faded dress every day. What a story she was narrating every day, the same story. How many shoes did you say you had? 60 pairs. Then once again question is thrown towards her. How many shoes this time? And then she told 60 pairs. She told 60 pairs. All lined up in my closet. And here cries of exaggerated politeness greeted this, all alike, all are different. Oh no, every pair is different, all colors, all line up. Peggy, who had thought of this game and Maddie, her inseparable friend. So Peggy and Maddie were very close friends. Were always the last to leave. They were leaving the program or making fun program at last. Finally, Wanda would move up the street and her eyes dull and her mouth closed, hitching her left shoulder every now and then. So, left side of the shoulder she was moving up and down while she was walking. Her eyes were looking very much dull and there was no word from the mouth. There was a funny activity while she was walking, then the funny way she had finishing the walk to the school alone. Now she had come to school. Peggy was not really cruel. Actually, here it is the feature or characteristic feature of Peggy was given. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies and she cried for hours if she saw an animal mistreated. If anybody had said to her, don't you think that is cruel way to treat Wanda? She would have been very surprised. Cruel. Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? So Peggy was a girl like this, very innocent girl. She was asking repeatedly because she was not satisfied with the answer of Wanda Petronsky. She wanted to know the truth, how many dresses exactly she had. As she was not getting, she was asking repeatedly. Besides, she was very kind also. Peggy was very kind. Sometimes she protected the small children from the bullies or the bad language, or sometimes she also protected the animals when they are mistreated. She would have been very surprised. She did not like the word cruel because here she was showing that she was not a cruel. Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Anybody could tell that was a lie. Why did she want to lie? She was not just an ordinary person. Else, why did she have name like that? Anyway, they never made her cry. As for Maddie, this business of asking Wanda every day how many dresses and how many hats and how many these and how many that. So this had was bothering her. Actually, she was not liking. Madeline was not liking this habit now and then to ask her the same question. Maddie was a poor. On the other hand, we know about the character Maddie. She was a poor girl. She usually wore somebody's hand-me-down clothes, means second-hand clothes. Thank goodness she did not line up. She did not live up on Boggin side or have a funny name. Actually, Maddie was thanking God because she did not have some funny name or she was not living in the Boggin side. Sometimes, when Peggy was asking Wanda those questions in that mocking, polite voice, Maddie felt embarrassed and studied the marble in the palm of her hand. Actually, she was speechless. She was not uttering a single word. She was not asking too. It was Peggy who was asking, and Madeline was standing beside her. She tried to say many things, but she was speechless. Not that she felt sorry for Wanda exactly, she would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy had not invented the dresses game. Actually, she felt sorry for Wanda. Who felt sorry? Madeline. Exactly, she would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy had not invented the dresses game. But suppose Peggy and all others started in on her next. She was not as poor as Wanda. She was not as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. Of course, she would have more sense than to say, and she had 100 days. Still, she would not like for them to begin on her. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. Here, some mixed feelings are arousing with Madeline. She was feeling some memories. She was remembering some memories related to Wanda Petronsky. She was thinking that Wanda Petronsky must not have some feelings because she was telling the lies repeatedly. And I would not tolerate this thing also, like making fun or making tease to others. This thing I also hate. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problem absent mindedly. Actually, she was also thinking right now in the school about Wanda Petronsky. Maddie was totally absent minded while she was solving the math, also. She was solving the math like 8 times 8, let's see, in this way. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note. Now she decided to write a letter or something like a note to Peggy because she was speechless. She could not utter a single word in front of Peggy. That's why she decided to write a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. So, Peggy, I request you that you should not tease that girl every day." When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and shuddered. So, when she started writing, she was feeling some nervousness and she pictured herself in the schoolyard. While writing the note, she was thinking herself that she was standing in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Now Madeline was thinking that this time all the girls as well as her friend Peggy would tease her. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress she had on. Now she was thinking that Peggy one day might ask her that how many dresses that where from the dress she was wearing, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings so no one in room number 13 would recognize it. Actually, Madeline was thinking that this time I am supposed to be teased for wearing the second hand dresses or hand me down dresses of Peggy. She was thinking that Peggy was asking her the question where from she had got the dress she was wearing. Then she was thinking that dress she got it was from Peggy's only, and Madeline's mother had trimmed or made some decoration so that it could not be known to other people. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through the short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Now, different thoughts, bad thoughts are coming into the mind of Madeline. She was putting her hand on the hair and she was trying to escape from all the bad thoughts. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into a beat the note she had started. After thinking lot of questions and lot of things, she tore the paper into pieces, and she was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best like girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. So why should I write a note to Peggy because she was famous girl in the class? As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggin side and stood alone in the schoolyard. So if I think about Wanda Petronsky, she was just like other girls who are coming from Boggin side and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. Madeline was a very good character. She was not teasing anyone else. She did not say any single word to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 days. Maddie here, as for the Wanda, she was you come to know that Wanda was coming from Boggin side, and she was like other girls. And here, Maddie's character, she was a very silent character also, and she never protested a single time for the making fun by the other girls. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses. Actually, this time, this is the very moment, this lines you can make underline. This time, Maddie remembered about the dresses. One time, Wanda Petronsky was telling about one dress, the special dress, like pale blue with colored trimmings. She told that she had a dress with a pale blue with colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green, and she was also remembered another dress. Wanda was telling that the color of the dress was jungle green with red sash. Then the reply by others, "You would look like a Christmas tree in that," the girls had said in pretended admiration. So when Wanda Petronsky told that she had a blue dress and a green dress like a jungle green, that time other girls told that you look like Christmas tree if you wear the dress. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest for the girls. This contest consisted of the designing dresses and designing for the girls. This contest consisted of designing of dresses. So now the thinking was moving from bad thinking towards the good thinking. She was hoping to get the winner. She was hoping to get the winner of the dress competition that was held last week. This week there was an announcement was there for the winner, and she was wanting Peggy should win the contest. And what was the theme for this for the painting competition for the girls? For the girls, it was they have to make the design of the dresses, and for the boys, designing of the motorboats. There are two themes. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal, and Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's that's what everybody thought. Actually, not only it is her personal thinking, but everybody knows that Peggy was no doubtly very talented. If you talk about her learning or painting, she was excellent. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. Like realistic picture, she could draw real face, a real body, all she could copy down. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners. Then they would know. The next day, it was the drizzling. It was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of the Oliver Street. So every day they were waiting for Wanda Petronsky, but now this day, as it is the day for the announcement of the winner, they did not make late to come to school. They came early. Actually, the Oliver Street where they particularly stood every day to tease Wanda Petronsky, the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to the Boggin side. Where from one road is there that is going to Boggin side. Anyway, they were not taking chances on being late today. Every day they were coming late, but today they came early because today was important. Do you think Miss Mashon will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. So it was the very question asked by Peggy to to Madeline, her friend. She was asking, so do you confirm that Miss Mason will announce the winner name today? Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course, you will win, Peg. Hope so. So here confirmation from Peggy that I hope so that I will win. She was very eager for this. But now the minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped, all speechless. They were drawing all over the room, on every ledge and window sill, every side there was one painting. Dazzling colors, brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on the great sheets of the wrapping papers. Now, seeing all the designs, all are put up on the wall, all are dazzling. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. So, not one or two pictures, all are 100 pictures that are put up on the wall. And this must be the drawing for the contest they were. Everybody stopped and whistled and murmured admiringly. So everybody who came to visit, see these pictures, everybody was so much speechless and very much happy to see this. and wished. They were whistling, murmuring, or talking admiringly in this way. Applause. They were giving the applause. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mashon announced, "Now it is the time for the announcement of the winner." Miss Mashon came. Jack Bagels had owned for the boys, so Jack was the brother of Wanda Petronsky, and he owned the boys category. And she said his design for a outboard motor was on the exhibition in the room 12, along with the sketches by all other boys. As for the girls, she said although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room number 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. So one girl had done the miracle. She had drawn 100 images or pictures that were put up in the room number 13. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worthy of winning the prize. Only single image is worthy also to win the prize, but she had drawn 100 images. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days. She was not coming up. You have seen that from Monday she was not coming. She had stopped coming. And Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Everybody was wanting that Wanda Petronsky should return to school tomorrow to receive the prize. Now class, you may file around the room quietly. Now have a look all the pictures quietly and look at the exquisite drawings. Fantastic designs. The children burst into applause. Everybody was clapping in the room to see the pictures. Even the boys were glad to have the chance to stamp on the floor. They were also stamping their feet on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths for whistling. Sometimes the children do this for blowing out the whistle. Though they were not interested in dresses, sometimes boys also came in the girls' room and have a look. After having a look at the pictures, they started whistling and applauding, but they were not so much interested in the pictures of the girls. "Look, Peg," whispered Maddie. Now it is a turn. Maddie said something. "Look, Peg, there is the blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful?" Once she was telling that she had a blue dress, and that blue dress you can see in the image she had drawn. It is really beautiful. "Yes," said Peggy, "and here is the green one." Once occasion she told that she had a dress of jungle green, and this green image is also there. Boy and I, and here is the green one, boy, and I thought I could draw. So in this way, part 1 of 100 dresses is completed. In my next video, I will come with 100 dresses true. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.